Contractors range time. Gonna be checking out some guns. Gear. Stream's gotta be going now. Welcome. Hey, there's my hands over there. I lost them. Hey. Contractors are at the headquarters here. Got a cool shooting range and other stuff available to us. Kind of a lot of space with not a whole lot that you need it for. Some buttons you can push and make some spawns happen, shoot some bad guys, shoot some zombies. There's also some cool other shooting range stuff. Different timed shooting range stuff. We got one for snipers over here. Oh, what is going on? What was that crazy lag? That's scary. Don't die, headset. Alright. So yeah, we're not doing that though. We're going back up here. Well, we're gonna try out some guns. Check out every single one. Send these suckers back. This game's got some pretty sweet weapons. You got different attachments that you can get on here. Muzzle attachments, grip attachments, scope attachments. It's got a pretty good gun system. You can chamber checks. Oh. More crazy game going nutsness. I didn't have the game focused. Let's try it. Yeah, it was a pretty cool little weapon here. Mark 18. Oh my gosh, this crazy sketchiness that keeps happening is driving me nuts. This is something that's just happening today for me, of course, while I'm gonna make a movie. Alright, let's check out some guns. We're gonna go through all these rifles, carbines, SMGs. Got your shotguns, got your sniper types, got all your pistols. We'll even take the quick glance at the melees. We're gonna start off with the vests at the front for a reason. You've got three basic armor types you could take. This has to do a little bit with your armor and a little bit with your gear here. Your standard vest is going to give you medium-ish armor, medium-ish mobility, and 3 gadget slots, 1 rifle slot. If we skip here to the heavy, you're going to notice you get a lot more armor, a lot less mobility, costs a little more. 1 gadget slot. Alright, get some heavy armor on you. Chink chink. Much more armor. Got a totally different skin for you. You shoot your gun the same. Doesn't matter. It's empty. Alright. The light vest takes your armor down, mobility up. Also gives you a secondary primary slot up here. 2 gadgets. So you can get yourself SMG or a sniper here on the back. It's giving you a place on the back. Here we got a kind of a chest hip. Gives you one on your back. Let's put one back there for the heck of it. I've got way too much. Let's see, on the front we're gonna get Much cheaper rifle here. Let's just go for a nice cheap shotgun. Sniper. There we go. Alright, we got a shotgun on the front. Alright, headset's restarting. Let's see what's going on here. It's restarted now. It's mic, so. Rather wonderful. Hey, I'm back. Hopefully everything's gonna be good for us. That was dumb. So, yeah, as stated, we got a shotgun. We got our pistol on our hip, back shoulder. You've got your sniper stash back there. Depending on what you're holding in your hand, you can see your sniper stuff, your back's up here. There's stuff down here for your shotgun. We're gonna pull slugs out of that. So, yeah, you get it. Alright. Melee. Right there. Vests out of the way. Let's go to the next thing here. We're switching to pistols. Because why not? We're gonna start here with a P250. There we go. It's not the incredibly best model in the world. That's cool. But nah, what we're going to talk about here real quick is, let me switch to here, the accessories that we have on guns. Total sights, foregrips, muzzles, like I mentioned. And one thing to note is that the muzzle and the foregrip sight and the sight all kind of change some stuff here. So remember that as we go. Pistol. Let's check out the iron sights on it real quick. You kind of want to use, you got points. So you've got a certain amount of points you spend. You get to buy your accessories and an outfit. If you're going to pick out a sidearm and you think you're going to use it, put a doctor sight on it. Put a dot on it, whatever you can. Here we go, we got the iron sights. Should be able to see the right one. Here we go, lining them up. And two-hand grip brings that sight picture back down so much faster. Much more controlled on the recoil. Boom. Sure what that looks like on the target. That's pretty good grouping for rapid fire. Without that, you'll go all over the place. Not bringing it back down. Okay. Like I said, putting a different sight on it, it's going to change the accuracy a little bit. Maybe just a little bit on some of them, a little more on others. Suppressor usually does a little bit of the same too. Let's grab this. Grab us one that's outfitted here. Again, there's chamber checks on most weapons that I've found. I don't think any of them don't. Some of them have some weirdness to them, but that's alright. Suppressed. Cool. And see there, we got a 36 damage. That's the drop off over time. Capacity 15. Weight does matter. As you're adding up your weight, it slows you down. We'll move down the list here. We got this AP 85. 33 on the damage there. Pretty nice high accuracy. Let's grab that. This is basically a CZ 75. Slightly non-trademark infringing version. It's got some weird sounds to it. Both this and the last one have. Hold open on empty. Slap in a new one and click the button and it slides forward for you, chambering a new cartridge. Let's freshen this up and get a fast burst. There we go. Nice tight grouping. Alright. And just like before, let's grab a doctor's sight. A suppressor. It's weird. And kick that one in. There we go. And the doctor's sight's your red dot. Handy. You can be a little sloppy as long as your dot's in the place you want to be. It can be a lot quicker than trying to line up iron sights. Sound suppressed. There you go. Next on our list, hey 30. Hey, we got some tripping going on again. Alright, the headset's probably gonna die. Hey, thanks Oculus software. I'm on the beta test. That's freaking never gonna be helpful, I guess. Try to get some stuff, some settings new, but you know, they don't like us Rift guys. Hey. What the heck? P30. Iron sight. Go. There we go. It's basically at H&K P30 with again a non-infringing skin. Nice tight group. You'll notice there's no option to have yourself a muzzle device on this one. So we won't be comparing those two sounds. It's pretty much just going to be the same doctor sight. And whatever you put it on, this guy, we got 36 damage. It's a pretty good one on this scale for the capacity. Most of the time this would be probably my preferred sidearm with the doctor sight. It's got good damage. We got more from a couple things here, but 7 round capacity, 15 round capacity. Come on. Speaking of the 1911 though, we're gonna move on to that one. If my headset stays with me. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I'm gonna get a drink here real quick. If you get a question about one of these things along the way, just put it in the chat. If you're watching live, I won't see them right away, but I'll check it quite often. And if it's later on, just put it in the video comments. I'll answer what I can. 1911. Alright. Now, this one is not scaled right. It bugs me a lot. The 1911 is pretty hefty. Pretty hefty pistol. And they've made it quite tiny here. That's alright. We'll survive. Iron sights. Because of them, the scale being tiny, it's also making the sights quite hard to use. It's alright. Again, if you're going to use pistol at all, pony up for that dot sight there. You're going to want it. Just boom, you can just see it so much better. It's not much use, I don't think, me trying to do any spread shooting. From a distance. You shouldn't really be trying to use your pistol from a distance anyways. Because it'll still work. It's a pistol. Moving it to the next one. We got the Glock 22. You've got some options between the iron sight and doctor sight. You've also got some suppressor options on here. Take a basic one and an outfitted one. We got 32 damage. Again, that's a little less. This one here, and like the way the curve goes, you got a lot less damage getting down there towards and only about 80 meters. It's another 150 there on that. That's the other thing to notice on this chart. Kind of cool how that chart works, actually. Got that nice capacity, nice low weight. There we go. They're also a little undersized compared to these hands. Full-size Glock, and we'll notice there it's the Eder, however you want to say it. Not infringing on copyrights. I models in a couple other games. It's available for purchase. Oh, come on, headset. There you go. Oh, that's annoying. Yes, heck. Oh, here we go. This is a Glock 22. So we've got full auto, at least as far as this. semi-realistic version is concerned. Oh, there we go. Hands going crazy. Pretty controllable. Manual shot. Not too controllable on full auto, but in bursts, it's pretty good. So here, switch it over. Bursts. You're gonna keep your majority of your bursts onto target. Full auto. You have to do quite a bit of down pull to keep it onto a target like that, but you shouldn't need to hit somebody that many times. Pretty cool. Oh, our other sample vanished. Let's get it back here. Because we need some normal shot sounds suppressed. Alright. We got one here that can be quite confusing to people. Magnum. Iron sights. We're going to take that one. Oh, come on. What the heck is up? Is my cable messed up or something? It's crazy how this is twitching. Let's also grab one with a scope on it just to be goofy. Because who doesn't want a crazy power scope on their pistol? Oops. Not feeling super accurate on those hits, but it's not too bad. Kind of silly there. Alright, there's your iron sights for the normal. It's a big one. It doesn't say the caliber. Looking at those are probably, I think that's just a guess on some fictional size, probably a 357 Magnum. It's called a Magnum in the menu. So when you want to reload this sucker, you got to hold down your magazine release button, and then you have to flick it to the side, and it flips them open. That's a horrible way to treat your wheel gun if you're using a real revolver. Tilt it back, then will fall out. You can slap some new ones in. If you tilt those back, they're going to fall out. You're going to have to stick some new ones in again. And then flick it back over. It's a little whip movement. You got to do it just the right way, or it doesn't exactly work. Same with opening it. See, not really working. There you go. A tip. Open it, point it up. They'll all fall out. Oops, I accidentally closed it all in the same go. And you can slap the new one in, but you can't hold it up. Remember, you tilt it back down and then close it. Open. Don't whip it that way. That's the problem I have with this, is closing it back up. There we go. 7 shots. Not necessarily the smoothest thing. It's got a little dot on there, like I'd be able to open this by my hand, but it doesn't work. And that'd be the the more proper way to treat your expensive revolver. Alright. Magnum. Going down the list. We got everybody's favorite. For some reason, it's in every game in the world. And we got the Desert Eagle. And you've got no options for it. Nothing. Look at that, though. 82 points of damage. It falls off. 85. There, Chibi. The practically useless in real life pistol. Desert Falcon. Crazy. If you try one-handed. All right. Let's go ahead and move into something a little bit bigger. We're gonna actually start with these shotguns. That sounds like a good one. We're gonna start here. 590. You can get a reflex, an iron sight. Notice on this one the accuracy change. I don't know if that's gonna actually make the gun any more accurate as far as game code, but it's definitely gonna make you more accurate in seeing what the hell you're doing. So here we go. You'll notice it's 14 damage. That's per pellet, and there's a few pellets in these suckers. Oh, it's that going nuts again. What the heck? Sure, all my lenses are clean. Alright, shotgun. If you got a pump, the weirdness with the pumps, you hold on there with your grip like normal. To release that pump and make it slide, you gotta hold your trigger down and then you can pump it. If you don't have the trigger down, you can't move that slide even when it's back. So there, we've got it locked back. And let's load this thing up. 1 in the chamber. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's 6 is it. Yeah, 5 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. Tritium sights. Alright, let's check some spread here. So we're up close, very close. Not much spread at all. You can see there's going to be a variance in each shot. Oh, that was it. There's also going to be a different spread at distance. I'm going to actually use this wall over here as an example. Here's an extreme example. Oh, come on. Come on, Oculus. Meta. And we'll move this guy back a little bit. So you can see how that works out, just that much further away. Bring it back. Mad distance. So, anybody count the shot? I did not. Probably could do it from here, huh? Eight, maybe? Alright, we'll do one further away. Alright, we'll be able to count that one much better. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 or 10. And 14-ish damage. Some drop off. You get it with the reflex sight. A lot like the pistol ones. Red dot, easier to see what you're shooting at. If you're using any of the shotguns, get yourself the dang sight. Moving up, got this RM870. So downside for me in this game is the whole thing with not being able to change the accessories while you're in a match playing. So here we have no slide, it's all just auto. Boom. Oh, I'm wrong. This one is a slide too. Stupid. Oh. Controller went crazy. Super tight groups this close. Pretty tight groups even at that distance. Let's try long. Quite a bit. Let's get it back to that spot. There we go. That's not too bad. Aim lower on this one. Nope. So there you go. That kind of distance. That's throwing them all over to the side. Alright. And there's, of course, reflex sight for that one as well. Just like the others. Alright, here we go. No options for the spaz. You don't get to choose the foldy fold. It does that itself. Seems a little fat compared to the real one, but we'll let it pass. Here we go, some spaz. Tearing it up. Very tight patterns up close. Not too bad at medium range, gun range. Not even too shabby at a little bit longer range. I'm assuming they all have the same amount of pellets, but you know, assumptions. Let's see. One, two. That one looks like 7. So you're getting less pellets than this one and less damage, and the damage drop off goes quick. It's crazy. Let's recheck this one because I didn't count the buck on that. Let's see there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm pretty sure that's a 9. Just like the first guy. Alright, so we had the Russian auto shotgun. Here's the US auto shotgun. And it's the least. It's the most expensive shotgun on our list here. Well, it was the same cost, but you get it. 11. What the heck? A little bit more range, potentially. What the heck? $10.14. Very tight up close. Looks like 7 pellets to me. Play 6. Yep, that's 7. So one of the nice things about shotguns is that you can reload them on the fly. Very handy. And of course, reflex sight, like all the others. Alright, more excitement. SMGs. We're gonna start with this little guy here. No options on him. I got 18 damage, 50 capacity. Look me up. There we go. Look at this little guy. This big ol' quad stack Mac. It'd go into dual stack here and then quad stack down there. Charging handles up here. Let's see, there's the bolt check. Let's see, is that actually a... Whoa. That's where I'm gonna be holding to, oh, that's interesting. To grab the front grip, it's a little bugged. But kind of do it up here. Okay. Got a mag release. You have no bolt drop, so you've got to grab that sucker and give her a dinky do. And it's letting me grab it in the front sometimes. That's strange. We have a no selector switch. There's just a fire and safe, as you can see on there. Maybe the F and the S. Whoa, careful you're pointing that sucker. That's very controllable bursts. Even pretty controllable full auto. And 50's a lot. Here we go. Alright, not much aiming, but was able to keep it there. Bursts at range. Oh, gotta remember the dinky do. Yeah, not too bad, you know. Most are on target there. We got 3 full off, 4 full offs. Partial. Those would really be in their legs anyways. Oh, there's one over his shoulder in this. Alright. That's our cheapest SMG. Moving up, MP7A1. We can get multiple sights on this guy, as well as a suppressor, and Notice that suppressor, changing that just a little bit, a little more accuracy. We'll start off here checking out. You also have no control over the slider on that guy there. Got magazine here. No magazine release. You gotta pull that sucker out manually. Excuse me. And here's your charge and handle back there. There's your bolt. Good check. Chink. Chink. Let's get that. Oh, we got the menu up. There we go. Whoa, come on. Come on. This is crazy. This is the worst software update I've got in a long time. There's the firsty bits. I got an alarm somewhere I gotta turn off. Alright, so not too bad on the bursts on that one either. Funky little rounds in this guy, I'll tell you that much. Can never remember the exact size of it. Is it written on here? No. Interesting little gun though. So we do have a selector switch. Got your full. And we got different sights. Got the aim point. It's a really tall sucker. It always close range. It'll have quite an offset. See, what's that? Works. And a hollow sight. Yo. We joke about it being looking like the rear end of a Bronco. Alright, 24 with a super quick drop off. And then going all the way out to 800. I don't know if that's on purpose or because these things are some like miniature rifle rounds versus some of these pistol rounds that are usually in an SMG. Here we go with the MP5. Favorite of many. Get the reflex and hollow. Suppressor or not. I didn't compare. I'd like to do that for his. Cool. Alright. MP5. Iron sights on an MP5 are kind of weird. You turn this dial to get different aperture depths, but of course not in this version, this game. Always a satisfying gun. You don't have to use the real manual of arms on this gun, which would not let you pull the magazine out without this pulled up and locked in position, like so. You can't slap it down? Well, come back here. Just kind of hold in your trigger and slap it for the HK slap. See, very controllable full auto on this guy. Nice little burst. You also got a 3-shot burst. Nice little shot strips there. Didn't mean to walk so far back. And here's that burst at long range. Bubble bop, bubble bop, bubble bop. And of course you get a single shot range, mode 2. Accessories on this sucker, you can get the reflex, just like we were looking at on the shotties. Hollow. And I should mention that sometimes, or I should say in real life, most of the different sites will have different optic pictures in there, but you can pick whatever one you want for any site you're in. You can change it over here to the triangle side, like that's in the Russian scopes. You could change it to purple if you want. Go. So that's all up to you. We're at a purple triangle there now. So it kind of comes down to, I don't know how much these numbers matter in code. Knows? I don't. Suppressed. Oh, we need a normal one too. Come on, man. Yeah. This one. Sounds pretty good. Alright, you'll notice it doesn't make it completely utterly silent because it's not what they do. 24 on that, 22 on the Uzi Pro. You can get the iron sight, the aim point, suppressor. It's your basics. Uzi Pro. It's basically like a kind of a new lower receiver and some add-on bits, some rails compared to normal Uzi and this ridiculously wrong-sized magazine. How big are those rounds supposed to be? Holy camole! This should, yeah, 9mm. That's giant. Let's look at it up there. And these are not very big, 25 capacity. Let's do a clean one here. Pretty controllable. It's got that awkwardly tall aim point on it. A little movie sounding. Very controllable at medium range. Not too bad, it's a little longer. Alright, silenced or not. There's no selector on there, just fire and safe. Safe does not matter in this game. Hologram name point. Here's where we can start getting some grips. And you'll notice those usually add a little teeny bit on there. And there's a suppressor. So, standard vector. Also feels a little big. It's extra fat. The barrel is round though. So this guy, you charge and handle up here. See a little folder. Their animations in here are sliding parts are slightly in the wrong places. That's alright, I guess. No mag drop, you gotta pull it. Pretty tight. Alright, we're gonna take the aim point. Put the grip. Suppressor. So we got the grip on there. Let's clear that. Very controllable. Let's take it for some range here. Good grip. Managed to keep those on. Pretty controllable. Saw though when I was shooting here and it stopped. It's about how much I was pulling down to keep it going. Next on the SMG list. No, normally I wouldn't consider this an SMG. And it feels like it's a little funky sized in this game. But what we got is a AK platform that's internally suppressed. And I guess I should also state an AK-like platform. Come on now. Argument I have with this game is that it only renders all the bullets in the mag, or how many ever they're going to show you. But it doesn't count down. So until the last one goes, it looks like it's full. A little annoying. So you got single and double, or single and auto. You can put an aim point on here, which is kind of weird. Let's do another stained burst on this guy down here. And you notice they did make some different animations for it. I always reload an AK style platform, turning it and grabbing it, giving her a Yankee Doodle. The actual official Manual of arms says to cross your arm underneath and grab it like so, and then give it your doodly do. Put a freshie in. We got some rising. There we go, not too bad. And we'll get the menu arrow in the way. More normal scope that would be on it. You can see this top rail is some sort of screwed on hacky doodle, but this is more the type that would have been on it. $25 and $20, not too bad. We got 27.30 with the UMP 45. Switches it to a 45 caliber. We got 3 motes. Botcher and Garst. Another happy guy. Let's see. We could put holograms, M145, Burger Grip, and a suppressor on it. Let's play with it. First. Very controllable bursts. And full. Oh. A little slower than some of the 9mm SMGs. Slower rate of fire makes it a little easier to keep on target. There is no magazine release. There's also no bolt release. So you gotta do it yourself. Some bursting. Pretty much all over the place trying to do that with iron sights. Alright, let's get a cooler one. We've seen the hologram, that's the truck bed. Magnified optic there. easier to keep on target with a optic. Alright. Oh. Forget to do some sound comparisons, didn't I? Alright, P90. I have a favorite place in my heart for these for some reason. Pretty cool looking. Look at that crazy magazine. Now this magazine is not model detailed super awesome. These would normally usually be clear so you can see inside there. The crazy thing is they're stacked in sideways, and then here they do a crazy rotation to get down inside. Ejection ports out the bottom. There's really no normal chamber check with this guy. These have 50 rounds, and they're doing 25. Got a selector switch down here. Auto 1. There's a safe, but again, we don't use that in this game. That thing does some ripping. The reload's the weirdest part. And if you're ambidextrous, there's one on each side. Some bursts, it's got quite a bit of rise to it while you're bursting like that. Of course, there is no mag release, and there is no bolt return button. Not too shabby. Does have a lot of rise. Get an aim point and a suppressor on there. Really makes it seem weird with that extra height. Well, it's much easier taming a little red dot than it is the iron sights. Those are just bursts, not trying to control the rise. Oh, come on. This is where I have a problem with this one in this game, is I smack the controllers together, reloading. Oh, come on. Come on, Oculus. Yeah, let's go full lunatic here. No way to look at a mag and tell if it's empty or not. Alright. Let's compare these suckers for the sounds. It's almost like the silenced version has more punch to it than the non-silenced version. Alright. Last one on here is we got an AAC honey badger. Couple options on there for it. This little guy, that little guy. Oh, what's going on here? Give me my magazine. Yeah, I think these are 20s. Yeah, 20. Yeah, it's doing 25. So it's a limited magazine. Oh. You've got drop. You've got bullet release. Yeah, fairly good, easy to see sights. You got single or full auto. You'll tell A-point. And I think this is the first time we've seen the ACOG in the list so far. There we go. It's a little small sized. That's alright. Some zoom with it. Not too bad on full auto. But you can notice there that drops off quick. And it's suppressed up. And I think it's kind of got traditionally some underpowered rounds to help keep it quiet. Well, you could have normal ones in there, so who knows what this game's using. 25's the damage, though. Alright, that takes care of the SMGs. We've got the shotguns and pistols out of the way. Let's step up to carbines. You got rifles, you got carbines. What the heck's the difference? These are short-barreled rifles generally. A little smaller. Kind of your in-between when you're needing your rifle. Much longer range engagements. Got your SMGs, small machine gun for close quarters indoor kind of stuff. Easy to maneuver around. Barrel length not getting in your way. Carbines is giving you that rifle platform. We usually with shorter barrels, keeping the package smaller for you. So here we go. We'll go with the first one here. You know, that's carbine version of an AK-74. AK-74. 74 being when it was put into use. No mag drop with an AK. You gotta pull it out. You actually use that little lever right there with your thumb on a real one and ratchet it in. Another trick is you would smack this thing just the right way and knock it out like that. But you can smack it from various angles as long as you smack right about there with a good little chunk of wackadoodle. You'll knock it out. So that's kind of like your quick. Oh, come on, Oculus. This is stupid. I wish if punching my headset would help right now. I'd do it. It won't help. So that's your quick mag release if you're using that platform. Again, turn it sideways if you want to check your operation, make sure things are working right. Or if you're just trying to be cool and keep yourself on the target, pull from the side. Fairly controllable because they're much slower than SMGs are. You also got a single shot on here. These would also be able to pull this whole stock off, pull the pin, and fold it to the side if you wanted it as well. Make it extra small on you. Options wise, you can get the Cobra sight, and the scope there. Normally, I'm pretty sure most Cobras have that. And we get the suppressor version. Let's pop that one out here too. Oh, come on. All over the place on auto. Start low on that one. There you go. Something for you. moving us down is the M4A1. You can see here we got the 29, 30, some 80 range. The range is going to be not super rifle ideal because of these smaller barrels and whatnot. 28 and 30 on this one. Large selection of optics. New triangle grip we haven't seen yet. That one usually gives the most boost. Just a little from the vert, much more from the triangle. And a suppressor. Iron sight. It's got a little funky peak. Really funky little peep sight. You got mag drop and bolt release, of course. It's a AI platform, so switch this here to get a reflex, hologram, or ACOG. I would tend to take something like the reflex with this one. Plus the carbine stuff. You're really not gonna necessarily want long range just because your damage drops off so much. But it works. Ooh, full auto flies all over the place. We have an AUG. That one you can also put a lot of different stuff off. And it's our first view of the hammer scope. Let's get the default one. 29 and 30 on this one. Very easy little gun. No mag drop. There's also no last shot hold back, bolt release. It's got a hold back, but no, wait, let me double check that. Don't believe it's got a release. Oh, it does. My bad. Yes, that would be the button for it right there. So you just got to pull this thing manually because there's no drop for that. It's kind of weird. You got to put. It's hard to do it right close to your body. It's achievable. We're gonna move into the different sights. We got the reflex, the ACOG we've already seen. Hammer is pretty nice. Let's put some accessories on this guy. Ooh, insufficient budget. We're gonna dump the pistol. Instead of trying to balance the budget. There we go. Hammer is nice. You got this quick red dot reflex, whatever you want to call her, up top. And you've also got a multi-times below. No selector switch. So it's always auto. Alright, little sound comparison. Mark 18. That's what I had there at the beginning. It also can have a hammer scope on it. Very nice. Balled all those out, and there we go in its basic form. They're calling it a Mark 18, but you'll notice on there it does say M4, M16, A4E. That's okay. About the same things. AR platform, so it's got a mag drop. Mag drop button, it's also got bolt release. One last round held open. Super basic. We're gonna go right ahead and let's see, we've seen both of those. Put the hammer on it. And get one kitted out. Our pocket there. Alright. Let's send these back. You get yourself semi and full auto. Not too shabby. Let's grab this guy here. Some optics on it. Got our grip. Got a little sloppy with some of this. In the upper corner. Alright, some sound comparison. Alright, this is actually probably a personal favorite of mine in here for playing here. We got a CZ805. Nice little machine right there. So you've got multiple selector, full auto, 2-shot, and single shot. Yeah, magazine drop. You have a bolt hold back, but no bolt release, so pretty tight 2-shot. Bolt holds back and open. Magazine drops. New one goes in. You gotta diddle the guy. That's good. There you go. Switch this over to a hollow. It's a triangular and a suppressor. This is another one that sounds almost bassier with the suppressor. 2-round burst is pretty nice. Gets it right there on target. Another nice thing with that is it's the 31 damage. If we go back through a lot of the other ones, that's the high boy so far. That's pretty good. Going back down just a little bit there. G36. C for compact. Actually, I don't know what the C stands for, but it's compact to me. Okay. You get single, full go. You gotta pull the mag. You also gotta slide your slider. There's no release. If you're, again, if you're ambidextrous, it flings out this way. It lets you reload this way, but it doesn't show the parts slide out that way like it should. That's fine. That's fine. It's just not gonna be easy to hold it on target at that range. Even by there, I'm already holding it that much lower. Still pulling that string. Quite a bit of rise. Let's check out some accessories for it. The hollow, the aim point. That on there, some vert grips. Oh, come on. What's going on there? Single hand rises quite a bit. Suppressed sound is alright. Get back here. The rise is pretty excessive. You gotta start low for the second follow-up shots in your burst to not just completely leave the body area. That's it on the carbines. My personal favorite, CZ hologram. Grip, suppressor. Pretty good runner right there. You're going to want to use something that's going to need a little bit more range, and you're still kind of want to keep it small. One of these guys. So you're going to be able to use a hammer. And if you're going to go really for gaming it, you're going to get that one extra point of damage right there. For a few bits of weight. What I should do is check to see if there's any text in chat. What we got down there? Easy road, better than the P90, yeah. Probably in this game with the way things work. The 22, 25, yeah, 25 and 50, so let's check out some rifles. AKM, basically one of the first revisions of the AK-47. 47 being its indoctrination. Same thing. You got single and full there. Accessories on this one, oh, we got 30 round mags there, 32 damage on it at the closest range. We can put a Cobra or a Cashton. Probably pronounced that wrong, but that's fine with me, I don't care. There's our built up version. Not a bad little runner there. A lot of people prefer the AK platform. It's not my favorite though. It's okay. Coming on down the line, M16A4, lots of options for that one as well. Lose. And our first view of the hybrid sight in here. At 35 and 30, bringing a little more damage than that. Honestly, I have no clue where this they decide their damages for these things. I don't necessarily feel that they did it based off of the caliber type. But here we go, M16A4. Good old favorite of many. Pretty decent 3-round burst. Of course, mag release, bolt release. Single round, so yeah, 3 in single. 3's a pretty good burst from back here. Let's give it a go. Brushy. Little spread. Come on. Oculus of Doom. Yeah. Tried to keep it low. I thought it was bouncing a little higher than that, but guess it wasn't. That is a pretty high rise on the 3 burst. From there, in the middle point, let's get this one to come forward. That's pretty close, you know. Keeps it all in the torso that way. Accessories, we can get the hologram, the aim point, the ACOG hybrid. Let's build one of these out. I really hope restarting my machine gets rid of this Oculus bug. It's driving me crazy. I got an update today and it's been a pain in my ass. So the burst keeps them mostly on like so. We got this this doubled up monstrosity. Basically, you've got your optic and a magnifier. We can't change the magnification on here, but we can push it out of the way. It gives you an average battle optic. And if you're going to step over to some range, slide that over. Handy dandy. That's actually a pretty cool little combo, just like the hammer. Oh. Comparisons. Not bad. That's a pretty good rifle. I think some of it comes down to you. It's going to work good for you. A lot of the different manual of arms stuff changes that kind of stuff around. What kind of bursts? Here we go. AK-74. It's the full-length version. 74 platform with some extras. Fancy extra bits added on here. You notice the lack of wood. Well, there's wood back there, but up front. I'm switching to a smaller round. Lightening up the load in ammo. Lighter, faster round though. Not so much in a game like this, but in some games and in reality, then the weight of your ammo is going to really determine how much ammo you can carry with you. Especially on some longer trips. So you can get the hologram and the ACOG on here. Because it's got this rail on the top. We're not dealing with any of the side mount stuff that would normally actually go on one of these things. Rails on the front, so we can get the grips. Suppress it. Why the heck not? 30 points, 30 capacity. There we go. Looking all crazy. Pretty controllable up close, I'll tell you that. You can whack that sucker out. You can see it's got this fancy add-on release. It's not on normal 74 either, but yeah, it's a little modernized. Alright, let's try to run this one. Oh, put one in. Ooh. That's some crazy hops there. Every now and then it took off to the side. Kinda scattery, kinda scattery. Runs bursts pretty good. Single shot, full auto. Either option. Alright, let's compare some sounds. Alright, next up here, this wackadoodle thing. I'm not a super huge fan of bullpups. I quite enjoy the idea behind them. Oh, kicking my table behind me. Tangled here. Alright. So there we go, another bullpup. Got some grip in front. These crazy raised sights. Ambidextrous. No mag release. Gotta pull it. No hold back or hold open. Pull, insert, slide. We got full, we got single. It does its thing. If that's your form factor, 30 capacity, 34 damage. We'll jump around for comparison. Let's get one out here. We're gonna put a Cobra suppressor. For bullpup, it actually feels long. Whew. Really took off there at the end. Let's put pointing down here. Giving some good pull. Alright, that's can get a little out of control with that one. Let's compare the two. Oh, I throw my other one down? Guess I did. I like that you can hear some springs in this sound more. That's what you should hear a lot more of on a suppressed weapon. Is all the springs and clings and clangs all the mechanisms make. Moving down the line, look at all these we got left here. An AK-5C. Got another, even newer upgrade, you might say. This weird version of AK. We got a few different options for sights. You get the hybrid on this one too. Invert grip, suppressor, 32-30. Go. Does not look like your average AK. Charges on the same side, but it's got magazine grip or drop. Can't whack that one out. Drop the button. Also has a bolt hole to open. They've got a little bug in their animation though, showing a round still in there when we don't have one. Can't yank it out. Gotta hit the button, drop a new one in, and you can also send the bolt forward. Handy. That's the reason I even bring those up, is those are two things that you can do to save lots of time while you run out. Your hand's moving down, you can drop it, bring it back up. Normally you'd hit the button, send that guy home, and here, without reaching around and having to slide anything. But I have to pull it. Much time saved with this. Automatic drop, automatic bolt release. Alright, let's kit one of these things out. Put a hybrid. There we go. Come back. Little rise on that. Sounds pretty good though. Full auto is everywhere there. You've got single and auto. There's a safe, but we don't use a safe. Comparison. want to punch this headset. Let me tell you. FAMAS. FAMAS. A lot of people say FAMAS. I don't think that's right because it's FA, company name, whatever. Here we go. Fairly interesting bullpup here. A lot of these bullpups are meant to be ambidextrous. We've got a rotating setting here. Three rounds, 1 round, full auto, no mag release. Back up and show these bursts. Not too shabby. It's a decent little machine. I do not like the sights on it whatsoever. Fairly controllable in a burst. But you'll, it's only 25 damage on it compared to 35 on that one, or even around 30s on some of the other ones. We'll call it a so it's a little detriment to the guy. You can't put a hammer on it though. Or grip. Alright, kit one up like so. So then you're gonna have an even taller weird feeling to the setup and an offset that's crazy. Let's see if I can even hold this on full auto. Where are we? Is that full? That's 3. 1. That should be full. So we have the same number on them all, so it doesn't help. Kind of wild at first, gets it under control, and then gets a little wild there at the end again. Not too shabby though. Alright, here we go, sounds. I think if I wasn't wearing my earbuds, I wouldn't notice all the extra bass in the suppressed versions. Alright, we're moving down to a SCAR. This is a SCAR Lite. FN SCAR Lite. We've got some different options, including the hammer there. Got the different 4 grips and your muzzles. Got the 33 and a 30. Here we go. Scar Light. This is using the 5.56. Most people think of the Scar Heavies. They're using the 7.62s. Not too bad in a burst. You've got one in full. I can't even see with that much shaking of what's being aimed at. Yeah, so you've got your mag release and you've got a bolt release. You also have a hold back. Stays back. Goes forward. Alright. Give that one some goodies. A little better. It still hops around quite a bit. It doesn't have, well, this is a game, so kind of talking about the real gun's internal features isn't necessarily needed, but it doesn't have the recoil management that the AR platform does. Alright, let's compare the two here. Sounds. Moving almost to the end of our list here. G3. A couple options for it: reflex or power scope. Nice old battle rifle in the 7.62 caliber. There is no magazine release for this one. I'm gonna pull it out. Thumb release guy right there. And you got your slider up here. No hold back. Yeah, it's your own safety there. No smacking it out with that one either. So you got the slap down if you want, but you have to put it there yourself to do that. And we've also got this rotatey style. That rear iron sight like we saw on the MP5. .762 NATO should hit pretty hard. can go pretty far. We're looking at the same damage that the M16 was getting. And arguably not even as good a range. We're just kind of weird. Weird, man, weird. That's alright. You give it a scope for this one. Let's pull that one out there. There's no sound comparison for this guy. Single or full auto? Yeah, that my erroneous shot there. Fairly slow RPM on the shots there. So it's kind of controllable at a distance on full auto like that. Last on our rifle list, F&FAL. Got some options for that one as well as muzzle options. Let's grab a stock one, 35 and 20. They're also pretty heavy. It's a big guy. Also rocking some pretty big rounds in that guy. No magazine release, but there is a bolt release. Pretty good on some bursts. You have single or auto. Oop. I make sure not to send your bolt home before you get the magazine in. Alright, let's try to hold this on full auto. It's gonna be pretty hard. Sloppy. Look at that. Alright, let's get some accessories. Get the reflex if you want to go in rifleman. Got some scopage if you want to do some DMR. Not too shabby with them bursts. Keep it on target full auto a little easier. It's still moving around, you can see the trail. But most of them are there on the target. Oh. Oh. Let's do that again. Try to keep most of them on the head. We'll see. That's pretty sloppy. Not so good. Aim for the body. Like so. Alright, let's compare those sounds. This one ready. I feel like some of these suppressed sounds would be great if they just took some of the boom out of the bass. Alright, there's only one section left. I guess I'm gonna go back through and give my picks in here. There's gonna be a little bit of a toss-up depending on what I want to do. Not the sky. Not the sky. Where's my hand? There's my hand. I'd probably go with the AK a lot of times, but the top's gonna be the M16. Got the most damage, good capacity, lots of options. Good manual of arms, easy to use. Good options. No full auto. What's wrong? I don't need full auto. I'm usually using single shot or burst. So if there's no full auto option on it, I'm not hurt. I'm going to be using small bursts on my full auto option anyways. And most of the time rolling around a single shot. So, snipers. Alright, we're going to dive into those. Let me check the chat box again while I'm standing around. New chats in there. Hello. Chats are. Grab a drink of my coffee. Alright, just a couple guns left. That many to be exact. 5. We've got some gadgets and we've got some melee. Take a look at those after. Alright, so first up here, got this iron sights, hammer scope, power scope. So you got some options on this one. We're gonna put the iron sights on it like we usually do. Now, of course, if you're trying to use the iron sights on this, you're going to drive yourself crazy. Especially if your headset is whacking out. Then you got bolts. Pretty smooth action. At even that range, you're kind of making guesses what you're doing with the iron sights. It's not necessarily too helpful. Then you got a box mag you can pull out, slap in another. Doing 100 damage, 7 shot capacity. Now, hammer scope, going to be doing a little bit better. If you need to use this thing up close, you got that, but you also got a little bit of range down here. Holy moly. I'm kind of weird with the way I reload. A bolt action that's in my hand, in the fact of using the hand that I do. It depends on the gun in real life whether you can even do that. As you see, this bolt's going through my hand, so you couldn't do that in real life. Your other option is firing. And using this hand, coming up. I think I get back on target faster this way. That was a little high. We can also put the power scope on there. That's what I'm lost on that. Did you see that? Accuracy. We got really high accuracy. We put this power scope on there and what the hell just happened? I don't know. What's that big ass sucker? Oh. Sometimes I can kind of do a cheek weld with my controller, but not with this one. Not this scope. Alright, 7-shot capacity, 100 rounds. Now we're going down to 49 damage. Look at this weirdness though. It kind of goes up. Crazy. 15 capacity. SKS. There's nothing else to check on that one. Good selection of scopes. Can suppress it as well. Let's grab one. There we go. Stack. Funky little box mag, because a lot of these are normally fed strip through the top. So we're using funky boxes. Basically, it's like the floor box can come out. Semi-auto, no mag drop, no bolt drop. That's it. It's a good actually a pretty fine hunting rifle. Let's kit it up. One on here. Let's use the hammer first. Super quiet. Kind of a weird. Pretty nice little groups there. Oh! Move backwards out of the way. Praise the Lord. But we can also put our scope on one of these things, and it does that same thing, so that accuracy goes crazy down. Wonder if it wraps around. Can almost do a chin hold on my controller without putting it all the way in my face. Not too shabby. Let's grab another one and compare those sounds. Come on now, controller. It's like probably one of the quietest suppressed weapons in the game. It's kind of a weird delay sound to it. It's weird. Not too shabby. Being in that sniper list, though, it does have a pretty low damage compared to like this guy and this guy, but as you'll notice, it's not the lowest. That brings us to the M1A. We can put a lot of stuff on there and some suppressors, which is crazy because this has got some updates to, I guess, to make it a little more futuristic. Back up there, erase that. Alright, we got a box. Not having to do any no mag drop, no bolt drop, but you do get a bolt, so or a box mag, so you don't have to use strip clips. Oh, I was aiming with the wrong piece of the front sight the whole time. That's pretty funny. Oh, no fancy whack out either. Not too shabby. Let's see, well, of these, because these are also more of a battle rifle than a sniper's rifle. But has long-range capabilities, for sure. Super quiet. Again, it comes down to a little bit about what you're wanting to do with the different weapons, of course, but yeah, 36, 20. Now let's go down here. Even less capacity, a little bit more. Oh, I should compare the two, shouldn't I? Let's back up here. Listen to that, it's so quiet. Alright, SVD. Got a couple options. And this one feels a little small. What are you doing? You got this thing. Really weird ratio. Unfortunately, you can't adjust the sights on these, otherwise these are adjustable. Slides up and down, weirdness. Basically, you got your 8K-ish platform sniper version. This is like a 9.6, something like that, I think. Boom, chakalaka. Not a lot to say about it, you know. It's it shoots pretty straight. You put a power scope on there and a suppressor. It's gonna be like this. There's a power scope for it. No magazine release, no bolt release, all manuals. Alright. This thing's still ready. Let's compare sounds. Dang, this one. Quiet. One left. You've got no choice but to pay for the optics on that one. So that's kind of a crazy one because it's going to cost you That full 18 and another 4. So you see we're 24, which is the jacket and the rifle. Boom. Big sucker. You have to scope whether you want it or not. Sounds like a beast. And with that one, 110 5-round capacity. Only optic choice. Snipering, I have not done a whole lot with these guns in the game, so I wouldn't have right now a major opinion, but I'd probably be inclined to go towards one of these. I guess it would really depend on how you're building up. I haven't seen some good maps in this game for good sniping points yet, for much range. But I haven't tried a whole lot running much of these guys, so if you like the bolt, you can get some crazy damage off of these two guys. Alright, let's check out some of this melee stuff here just for the heck of it. We got a frying pan. There's gonna be some updates to the melee stuff soon, as well as some of the gun stuff. Physics of it's gonna become more solid. We're not gonna be able to put it through things, and I believe we're gonna be able to do some weapon resting. I opted not to do the beta on this one this time. Whoa, that crowbar went crazy. The machete. Not much testing we can do with these things, because it's just a machete. You can't throw it. Well, you can, but not the same way you can a knife. See, I'll show you. With the knife. Take that thing in your hand, and you punch forward and release. Chink. And there it goes. Chink. Pretty good. And you don't have a knife anymore. Last one here is the katana. You can only one-hand it. No real throwing on that one either. Alright, those are all pretty cheap. You get a knife for free. Then we got some gadgets. The gadgets in this game are not too shabby. I'll grab these through here. Alright, right here across my chest. Got some flash. Let's get rid of that menu there. Just smoke. And you can pull the pin. You can also release the spoon and hold on to it or cook the grenade. Why did I throw it so far? That wasn't a good idea. Let's give me a new one there. You can hold it and smoke out the area if you want. It does a pretty good job of smoking things out. One color only. Alright, yeah, here. So that was a flashbang. I thought it was going to be a little more flashbangy than that. Here we got the decoy. That guy's gonna make some fake gunfire. Actually makes gun flashes too. Let's see if I can get it where we can see it. There it is. There we go. So that sucker could definitely cause some confusion in a night match versus some humans. I don't think bots give a damn about it though. Flashbang. Let's flashbang myself here. Oh. That's what happens to you. Alright, and then we get some smoke. You could really chuck these things. Pretty good. Yeah, throwing the grenades feels pretty good. Throwing in some games seems ridiculous. We also got frags and a claymore. So you notice we got the jingle jangle on our grenades at all time. And actually slides out. So you can toss these, of course. There's going to be a few second delay. You can also cook it. Pop that off and give it a count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you wanted to be a little more risky on the count, we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Has a little less chance of somebody noticing it before it explodes when you do that. Alright, then we got the claymore here. So it tells you it's the back. Apers mine, front towards enemy. Explosive is poisonous if eaten. Do not burn. Do not eat is written on these things. Just funny to me. What do you do with it? Well, you gotta set it up. Oh, like so. And then somebody's gonna walk in front of it. See, it's the laser version. I kind of messed up its sighting. Let's see if I can blow myself up. Oh, I don't set it off. Isn't that fancy? Somebody else would have to. Let's see if I can blow it up with a shot. That took it out. I didn't see an explosion necessarily, but that's a way to get rid of it. Let's see if I can set that up a little bit better. You just set them up all over the place? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Zero. I wonder how close that actually works. Huh. I haven't really used those in battles because, one, they're expensive. Ooh, did I not hit it? There we go. The grenade did not throw me around. My controller's going crazy. Wanted to see if I would get anything through that counter, but nope. Hey, that's it. We were all out of weapons. If I was going to set myself up with an average kit, start a game, that's probably what I'd go with right here. CZ and the carbine. This sort of setup. We're going to change this guy back over here though. One of these two. Usually what I'm good with. I think that one's double the size. Oh. How much of a budget? Over here we'll take the P30. You got your 15, a 36, nice damage on there, a doctor sight. That's set up great. It's gonna leave you with a couple points. I might even just do that. Get some heavy armor. Gonna slow your mobility. It's not that bad of a thing. Or you get a couple points. Maybe get yourself smoke grenade. So that would be the setup I'd run. Stick this sucker on 2. That's that. Next time I might go through some of these World War II ones. And just bow and a sword. A smoke grenade. See? Sword? Arrows. Oh, I can't do this. The menu open. They don't pierce the... Alright, we'll do some World War II stuff another time. Alright, that's going to be that. I'm going to go ahead and find us a ending screen that's on here somewhere. Any more questions in the chat? Nope. Alright. Hope you enjoyed. Learned something. Maybe I'll see you in the game. Later.